What if I told you December 7th, 1941 wasn't the end of the Japanese offensive, but only the beginning? Pearl Harbor burns. American ships sink into the Pacific, but instead of pulling back, Japan doubles down. Troops land on California's shores. Bombers fly over Seattle. A second front opens on American soil. The world would change forever. But the real question is, would America survive? This isn't just a military what if. It's a test of character, of fear, unity, and grit. Because in this alternate timeline, the war hits home, and no one is safe. Let's go back. The world is on fire. Europe is a battlefield. Japan dominates Asia. And America, still clinging to neutrality until that quiet Sunday morning. Pearl Harbor is attacked. Over 2,400 Americans killed. The Pacific Fleet crippled. In our real timeline, Japan stopped there, strategically, logistically, and then out of caution. But let's imagine they didn't. Let's say the Empire pushed forward with Operation FS, an extended campaign targeting Hawaii, the West Coast, and even the Panama Canal. Let's say Japanese troops land on Alaska, then push into Washington State. Let's say they target Los Angeles, America's largest West Coast city. Could America fight a war on its own soil? Would the nation unite or collapse? Phase 1. The Pacific is lost. With Pearl Harbor devastated, Hawaii is left vulnerable. Japan seizes the islands, giving them a forward base. US supply lines are cut. Alaska falls quickly. The Japanese sweep through the Aleutians, claiming remote outposts and moving toward the mainland. Phase 2. West Coast bombings. Japanese submarines shell coastal cities. Fires break out in Santa Barbara. Panic spreads across California. Americans start digging backyard bomb shelters. Children practice air raid drills. Japanese paratroopers land in San Francisco, attempting sabotage. Ports are shut down. Fear skyrockets. And here's where it gets dark. Phase 3. Division at home. With the Japanese invasion escalating, internal pressure rises. Racial paranoia explodes. Thousands of innocent Japanese Americans are labeled traitors and detained in camps. Some Americans call for surrender. Others demand all-out war. The government cracks down on civil liberties. The nation begins to fracture. But then, grit fights back. Across the country, Americans rally like never before. Factories flip overnight, churning out tanks and planes. Civilians volunteer en masse. Nurses, mechanics, resistance fighters. Indigenous code talkers develop unbreakable messages. African-American soldiers, once sidelined, now lead brave missions in the Pacific Theater. The US military, beaten and bloodied, reorganizes. By 1943, the tide begins to turn. A massive counteroffensive begins from Texas and the Midwest, rolling west to retake California. Simultaneously, US forces, now rebuilt, launch a Pacific island hopping campaign, striking back at Japanese bases. The cost? Astronomical. But the will to fight? Unshakable. The war ends not with a quiet surrender, but a nuclear flash. In this timeline, the bombs are not dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but on Hokkaido and Yokohama as Japan refuses to yield even after its invasion fails. The West Coast lies in ruins. Millions are dead, but the US survives and remembers. Cities are rebuilt. Veterans return home. And America rises, not just as a victor, but as a nation forever changed. It's no longer just about isolation. It's about never letting war touch American soil again. This what if is terrifying, but it's also revealing. Because if Japan had invaded the US, we would have seen something extraordinary. The strength of ordinary people. The mother building bombs in Detroit. The Navajo boy coding military secrets. The black soldier fighting 2 wars, abroad and at home. The immigrant who still believed in the American dream, even when bombs fell on his neighborhood. In the darkest version of history, light still finds a way in. This isn't just about what could have happened, it's a reminder of what did. That even in real history, Americans faced fear, chaos, and overwhelming odds, and still chose to fight. Because sometimes the war isn't just on the battlefield. It's in the heart,